Hello and welcome to lesson number 50 of the A1 course from Perfectly Spoken. My name's David and I'm your teacher. In this lesson, it's a review lesson. We are going to look at things that we have studied and practiced in lessons 46 to 49. So let's start. Let's go. Now, first thing, in lesson number 46, we talked about technology. Here, I want you to look at the text and see if you can remember what verbs we need to complete these sentences. So, if necessary, pause the video and then start again. My mum uses her phone to calls and photos. My sister uses it to messages to her friends and on social media. My dad likes to videos, and my brother always games and to music. Most easy, some not so easy. Let's look at the answers. So my mum uses her phone to make calls and to take photos. My sister uses it to send messages to her friends and post, to put on social media, to post on social media. My dad likes to watch videos and my brother always plays games and listens to music. Okay, in the same lesson, we looked at, in lesson 46, we looked at everyday items. Now, the important thing is in this lesson, we looked at how you describe them. So if you find something you want to talk about, but you don't know the name, then this is important to be able to talk around. So, for example, here, what's this? Well, three things we can say. One, it's something for telling the time. Telling the time, not saying, we tell the time. Can you tell me the time? It's something for telling the time. Adjectives, it's small and it's square. It's small and it's square. It's something for telling the time. It's small and it's square. And also, it's made from metal. It's made from metal and leather. It's made from leather and metal. So 3 sentences there. Now, with these objects, can you make the same? So, number 1, it's something for, it's small and rectangular, and it's made from paper. Number 2, and the answer, number 1 is stamps, of course. Number 2, they are keys. So something for opening doors. It's round and thin, and it's made from metal. Number 3, it's something for keeping paper together. Keeping paper together. Small, thin, and it's made from metal and plastic. And number 4, it's something for making copies. It's quite big, and it's rectangular, and it's made from plastic, made from metal. Okay, let's look at the answers. Yeah. So the stamp's something for posting letters, small and rectangular or square. It's made from paper. Number 2, the keys. It's something for opening doors. It's small and round or square at one end, and it's made from metal. Sorry, oops. Number 3, it's something for keeping paper together. It's small and short, and it's made from metal. It's a paper clip. And the final one, number 4. So it's something for making copies of paper. It's big and rectangular. It's made from plastic. It's a photocopier. Okay? Now, in lesson 47, we looked at lots of adjectives for describing films, books, TV. Very important lesson, very useful. So let's look at this paragraph. Pause, and can you think of a word to put in the spaces? You go to watch a easy. To watch a is a popular snack to eat. What do you eat? Make sure that you buy before you enter. Maybe in the film you see a favorite protagonist, man or a woman. Comedy and horror are different film. Another word for type. And if the film is foreign, if it isn't in your language, in a different language, there will be, so the people can understand it. Okay, now I'm going to put up lots of different words, and the answers are in the words, but there are many. So here, yeah. So pause again, choose the answer, and now let's look at the completed paragraph. So easy, you go to a cinema to watch a film. Popcorn. Popcorn is a popular snack to eat. Make sure that you buy a ticket before you enter. Maybe you have a favorite actor or actress. Comedy and horror are different film genre. If the film is foreign, there will be subtitles so the audience can understand it. Okay, if necessary, go back to the lesson. We also looked at lots of different adjectives to describe TV, programs, films, books. Now, here's a list of 8 adjectives, just with the first letter. So, can you think of adjectives that begin with these letters? Number 1 is a clue. It's very, very tense. Very. Number 2. It's number 3. A lot of fighting and. Number 4. Opposite of happy. Number 5. Horror movies. Number 6. When it's about love. Number 7. Comedy films are. And number 8, the opposite of is. Okay, answers. Exciting, boring, violent, sad, scary, romantic, and funny, very funny, and interesting, opposite of boring. The film was really interesting. Okay, so can you think of some films that these adjectives describe? I'm sure you can. In lesson 48, we looked at the past continuous. Remember the form, the past of the verb to be, was, were, and ing, the ing form of the verb. So, I was cooking, you were cooking, was, were, I was cooking, you were cooking. Negatives, I wasn't cooking, you weren't cooking. And the question form, was I cooking? Were you cooking? Just to repeat again, I was cooking, you were cooking, I wasn't cooking, you weren't cooking, was I cooking, and were you cooking? And yeah, there we have the answers. So this time, look at these pictures and imagine these activities last week. So not happening now, but in the past. So number 1, the verb is shoes. Shoes is put on. Put on. Put on. Put, the verb, ing, putting. Putting. Putting on. Putting on. So she was putting on her shoes. She was putting on her shoes. She was putting on her shoes. Number 2, what's the sport? Volleyball. Verb, play. They were playing volleyball. They were playing volleyball. Number 3, meeting. Meeting. Verb, have. So they were having a meeting. They were having a meeting. Number 4, to garden. Garden is a verb. It's a place and it's the verb. So ing form, gardening. Gardening. He, she was gardening. She was gardening. Next one on the second line, they, chat. Ing, chatting. So they were chatting. They were chatting. Next one, work. Work. Yeah, she was working. And the last one, read. Reading. She was reading. Check the answers. She was putting on her shoes. They were playing volleyball. They were having a meeting. He was gardening. They were chatting. She was working. And the final one, she was reading. Good. So, what about you? What were you doing? What were you doing at 5 p.m. yesterday? Ask me. I was working. Number 2, what were you doing on Monday at 2 p.m.? Ask me. I was having lunch. Number 3, what were you doing this morning at 7 a.m.? This morning at 7 a.m., I was sleeping. What about you? What were you doing? In lesson 49, we looked at conjunctions, linking words. We had 5. Because, but, so, to, and, or. So which is correct? I like both vanilla, strawberry. Additional information. I like vanilla and strawberry. Number 2. I can't decide between the red coat, the blue one. So this time, alternative or the blue one. Number 3. I'm tired. I didn't sleep well last night. This time, I'm tired. Why? Because I didn't sleep well last night. So I'm tired this time. Result, later I will go to bed early. Results, so I will go to bed early tonight. It's late. We have to go home. It's late. Result, we have to go home. It's late. Contrast, not necessary. It's late, but we can stay. And in this one, let's see if we can invent our own sentences. So, number 1, the boy, where is he? He's in bed. He isn't well. He's ill. He's in bed. He's ill. What can we say? In number 2, oh, she has a headache. She has a headache. A pill, a tablet, aspirin. Number 3, a date, a romantic date. They are happy. Spill, remember? Spill his coffee. Spill his coffee. Let's see. So he is feeling ill as a result. Yeah. So he is in bed. Yeah. They are on a date and they are happy. She is taking medicine. Why? Because she has a headache. And he was working, but he spilled his coffee. So, answers? Yeah, he is feeling ill, so as a result, he is in bed. He is in bed. Why? Because he is feeling ill. They are on a date, and more information, they are happy. She is taking medicine. Why? Because she has a headache. She has a headache. Result, she is taking medicine. She has a headache, so she is taking medicine. Another possibility. And number 4, he was working. Contrast, he spilled his coffee. He was working, but he spilled his coffee. What about you? What about you? I'm studying this lesson because I want to improve my English. I want to learn English. I like English. I love English. I want to learn English so I can go to university, so I can get a job, so I can get a better job. In this lesson, I have studied technology and adjectives. I have studied the past continuous and conjunctions, lots of things. Okay, so that's the end of lesson 50. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the lesson. I hope you study a lot, and I will see you in lesson 51 when we talk about clothes and adjectives. Bye-bye.